So in this week's video, we're going to look at the aftermath. Remember in my last video we did a cocktail of FOK and Koi Master's Advantage. Now we're going to look at the aftermath because a lot of people are saying, well, is it any good, these products? And yeah, they are really good. And like I've said, because they have so many benefits for your pond and for your fish, why would you not? But a lot of people are saying, well, there's got to be downsides to doing this. And yeah, there is. It does take a while for the stuff to clear in your pond. FOK is really good. That'll do 24 hours, maybe a little bit longer, and it's done. Koi Master's Advantage is a little bit longer. You've got things like Mediclay that takes long as well because it's more of a clay base. So there's that downside as well. The other downside is what? It puts in your filters, which is a plus and a minus, because the plus is it flocculates, so it grabs all the stuff together, chucks it down into your bottom drain, straight through and into my filter system, which is great because that's where I want it. I want all the little fines from there chucking in the filter system, which is great. And I'll show you what kind of residue is left over after. So I cleaned them I'm going to be cleaning them in my second bay. First bay, I've got other issues with it I'll show you today as well. But yeah, second bay is where all the residue seems to land from a FOK dose or from a Koi Master's Advantage dose or the cocktail. So I'll show you that. The other thing I'm going to show you today is my bottom drain and how it works. It was just something I was looking at the other day, and I don't even know why I'm laughing. But anyway, it was something I was looking at the other day when I was clearing out my first two bays. So I put my brushes into my Vortex and I put my brushes in the next bay along, and I thought I'd just take the camera and show you how my bottom drain works. And while we're here today, and if we've got time, I'm going to show you a little way of making your own garlic food. Something that I've been looking at with my supplier for a while, and it's something he's been using for ages. But he's given me the little secret of how to do it now, and I'm going to share that with you. You can create your own garlic food. So we better get cracked on. Loads going on. So before we go any further, let's just have a quick update on my Showa. Drum roll, please. Yes, he's doing pretty... Down a bit, boys. A bit too enthusiastic there. He's doing pretty good. He's up off the bottom now. He's eating a lot more. Since I did those 3 salt baths, sort of 1 a week over 3 weeks, so far so good. He might even show you his belly in a minute as he comes up for a little bit of food. But even the little mark on his chest has now gone. So happy enough with that. So far, so good. Right, aftermath of using clays, water conditioners. They do create a residue that they're designed to do. So they're designed to go into your pond, flocculate, collect any bits and pieces, chuck them through your bottom drain and into your filter system. So in my filter system, I get some that lands on the brushes, but the majority of it lands in the bottom of bay 2. Which is interesting because I find the brushes in bay 1 just take off the big stuff, and then the fine stuff seems to go up and over the top of the 2 bays and then down into bay 2. So for me to clear that would mean I would have to drain 2 complete bays. So I'd have to open the plug on the second bay, which is attached to the 3rd bay, which means all my floating media and the bay before it would have to be emptied, wasting gallons of water. So it's time for the old faithful to come out. Yes, we're doing this again. We've got the siphon. Any of my new subscribers to the channel, if you've not seen one of these siphons, you get them from aquariums. Loads of videos I've done on these. They are priceless for me. Save me loads and loads of water. So what I've done is I've now washed out the brushes from the second bay, just basically swirled them around, which left the second bay full of like a silty water, just particles floating all over the place. So I leave that for 40 minutes and then they all settle down, and then go in with this and then clear it up, and I'll show you now because we're going in right now. Let's get in there. And that's it. Basically, siphoned it all out into a bucket that then gets thrown onto the garden to water the flowers with, because it's only got water conditioner and clay or whatever it is in it anyway. And that then goes into it, and I've used, literally, all I've done is wasted maybe 3/4 of a bucket of water with a load of silt in it. And now that base's completely clean, so I'll get them brushes back in again, and away we go. Right, so now I promised to show you what was coming out of my bottom drain. Because if you remember a couple of videos back, I said my pond was suffering with the black stuff, where all the pond walls, whatever was growing in them has died and creating this black slimy stuff that last year I took off. I got one of those Hoover vacs and vacked it off, scraped it all off the side, vacked it out. Took me a couple of days, took me days and days to recover the pond's clarity again, because I'd basically made such a mess. So this year I thought, right, what am I going to do? I'm going to just see how it goes and just leave it. However, the fish keep nibbling it off the sides and chucking it into my bottom drain, which again, not a major problem. It's just that I'm having to clear my bottom drain and my Vortex a little bit more often than I have been doing in the past. So let's first of all get the camera. I've got my little GoPro-y thing. We're going to get the camera, chuck it into the Vortex, and I'll show you exactly what comes out of the bottom drain when the black stuff is on. Be interested in this. So that was 24 hours ago, virtually empty. I'd taken the brushes out because I'd done the clean on the second bay as well to get rid of the residue from the cocktail mix we'd put in there of FOK and Koi Advantage. So this was pretty clear in the Vortex, as you could see when the camera came back out again. So this is 24 hours later, and we've got a bit of a mess on our hands. So this is where my Koi Pond Lifestyle waste extractor comes in. So we're going to get the waste extractor kicked in now, because there's quite a bit of stuff that's come in just over 24 hours. So I'm finding myself at the moment leaving the brushes out just while I get rid of the black stuff, because the black stuff is creating a lot of waste coming out of the pond, down through the bottom drain, and as you saw, popping through into the Vortex. So I'm going to get the camera in like this, and then show you what it looks like after 24 hours. So that is going to be like painting the fourth bridge, because as you can see, as the extractor was working and taking it away, obviously it was then drawing more in from the bottom drain and chucking more in through the bottom drain outlet into the Vortex. So I'm kind of just looking now and thinking that's going to be exactly the same in the next 24 hours. But it's either that or keep taking the brushes out and then waste a whole lot, because it's all full. At the moment I'm doing 7 seconds, maybe 7 or 8 seconds of my waste extraction system, the white pipe that you saw that I put in last year, rather than wasting a whole vortex of water. So I think that's the way forward at the moment of what is coming out of my bottom drain. Right, garlic infused food. So this has been on the market for ages, where you can go out, you can buy wheat germ with garlic, you can buy all seasons with garlic. It's just that the fish love the taste of garlic. So I've been looking into how to create this myself and make it myself rather than buy it in, because if you buy it, you've got to buy a big bag of it. Do you really want all of that, or can you get little bits of it and create it yourself? Or if you want to treat your fish, just soak some food in some garlic oil. So let's create our own garlic clove. Many as you want of garlic, olive oil. Now apparently you're supposed to use the virgin olive oil, but I've only got this light stuff that your wife likes, so we're gonna have to use that. Dead easy. Get clove bulb or garlic clove, peel off the outer skin for that, and then just put a couple of sliced cuts in it. So you can just open it up like thus. Get an old water bottle, this is one I've been using for a little while now. Chuck your garlic clove into the bottle. Put olive oil in bowl. And basically as much as or as little as you want of this stuff. Because you have to let it sort of infuse over a number of weeks. I spoke to Steve at Peng Koi and he does his over sort of 6 or 8 weeks. Just puts it somewhere nice and warm. If it goes cold, it goes darker. If you keep it warm, it keeps its nice clear colour. So all you've got then is just got bits of garlic sitting at the bottom of an old water bottle, infusing away into make garlic oil. Now I believe when you're doing your own garlic infused food and you're using oils, like you can use fish oil or olive oil, or but those two are mainly the main ones to use apparently, is only to use it for a week at a time, because you're getting a lot of oil and fatty deposits into the fish. So I think it's something to do with its internal liver, or you get basically fatty livers, which you don't want in your fish. So what I've done with mine is just been out to Steve's to get some more of his summer mix food. So summer mix, and I'm going to complete what's in here. Into my tub. So I know I'm doing a week at a time with the garlic. And then you don't have to add a lot of this stuff. Literally just enough to coat, because if you put too much on, then you get quite an oily film on your water. So I just literally just a little splatter like that. That's plenty. It smells lovely. So there you have it. Garlic infused koi food, homemade. Just a little bottle like this. But like I say, only do it for a week at a time, and then give your koi a break from it, because they're getting the fatty liver. Let's go see if they like it. So if you wanted to see how I created my KPL waste extractor that goes in my Vortex, you need to click this video here. And if you've not subscribed yet, please by all means, click the subscribe button just about, could be right there somewhere. You've been watching Crip on Lifestyle.